Hello, my name is Carmel Hunt and I'm the matron for East Midlands Congenital Heart Centre here at Glenfield Hospital in the heart of Leicester. Leicester is a fun place to be at the moment and a lot has happened over the last couple of years. We are aiming to recruit children's nurses for our children's intensive care unit due to the expansion of our service here at Glenfield Hospital.
We are here looking after the cardiac kids. We try and have a fun time while doing that as best as possible because it is quite stressful. But we do a pretty good job and our results recently have been fantastic.
We take patients under the watchful eye of senior staff. We undergo quite a lot of training as part of being a newly qualified nurse, so you're kind of thrown into the deep end when you work in intensive care.
It's a lovely place to come and work. We're like a little family on here. There's not too many of us, we're quite a small unit, but there's obviously lots of staff, but we all get on really well, we're a good team.
The staff are really great at helping you learn things, so starting from the bottom, learning clinical skills, getting familiar with all the policies and things that are important to basically helping your patient get better.
Every day's different, no day's the same. So, if you're somebody that likes a challenge, PICU is definitely a challenge for anybody.
Nurses are in charge of the patients, supervised by the intensivists. So we rely on nurses a lot. Without nurses, I won't be able to do any surgical intervention and the patient won't be able to have an appropriate care.
And we're constantly sort of flexible in what we do, constantly looking at new ways of improving. So we're open for any kind of suggestions, whether it's experience from elsewhere or as a student. That's all valuable to us.
It takes a certain type of person to work here. You have to have a sense of humour.
You're not going to get it right all the time, which is why we've got senior staff here to help you along the way. You've got to probably have quite a strong personality.
There is a lot going on here and there's a lot to take in, and it is a busy unit, so I think you do need to be able to kind of keep your cool, keep your calm and just kind of take every day as it comes, really.
No matter where you work, nursing is just about caring and having common sense. ITU can be quite challenging. You do learn to cope with difficult situations.
Most of our patients come in, you see an improvement rapidly, which is the bit I like about it. The way you change things, and the next 2 or 3 days they're often up and about walking around. And it's really fantastic the way children get themselves better with our help.
When you're doing an 11-hour shift, you tend to find that you get very in-depth relationships built with both parents, the children themselves, and the extended family very often. We get to learn a lot about siblings, a lot about life at home, and actually they're the things that get you through what could in essence be quite a traumatic environment to work in.
I think that here in Leicester, our approach is very, very important, and we prove that nurses are as important as doctors because we work with them.
Everyone has input into our patients. We listen to everything and we make use of that. So it makes you feel valued, and I think that's the most important bit. We have a laugh in difficult situations, but we get the job done, and we do that because of that teamwork.
The training programme here is great. So you'll get put through a preceptorship for a year with a lot of support from an education team who'll take you through everything you need to know, and they kind of hold your hand to a certain extent, but you definitely don't feel alone and you're very well supported.
We spent the first 3 weeks of Harry's life here and it was a really positive experience. We felt we were really well looked after, and the nurses, you can tell they really enjoy what they're doing. They're there all the time, they love the children, and they must see lots and lots of children coming in and out all the time, but they do, they really care for those kids.
Certainly for me, one of the things that I look out for when I'm interviewing staff is that any individual, doesn't matter what level of job that you're applying for, is actually quite a dynamic person. They need to be able to change and adapt to the situations around them. Be aware that there is lots to take on board, so you have to be enthusiastic and keen. But also you have to want to learn, you want to have the drive to kind of improve.
There's quite a good social active life in between times, and the nurses have team groups as well where they go out and do stuff as a group together for fun. It works very well.
We get to have a bit of a giggle very often with these guys as well. They can be quite stubborn, but it's a good challenge.
When they go home and they're okay and they go back to their lives, that is priceless.
It is hard work, it is a very steep learning curve, but if it's something that you're really, really interested in, then absolutely come and give it a go.
Come and share learning and come and help us move our unit forwards.
Definitely apply, it's a great place to work.